You ever open your banking app at the end of the month and think, wait, I didn't even buy anything? No designer bags, no crazy trips, no treat-yourself spree, yet your balance looks like it got hit by a truck. Here's the scary part. That confusion usually isn't bad budgeting. It's a signal that the default way we live in 2026 is quietly engineered to drain you. Because the middle class doesn't get bankrupted by one dramatic mistake, it gets bankrupted by normal spending that slowly becomes insane, and nobody notices until it's too late. So let me ask you a brutal question. If you work harder every year, why do you feel poorer? Why does being responsible still feel like drowning? In this video, we're going to expose the real culprit: 10 everyday expenses that silently sabotage wealth in 2026, not by theory, by simple, painful math. And no, this isn't a lecture about never having fun. This is about one thing: value. If you're paying premium prices for low value, you're funding everyone's lifestyle except yours. Think of your paycheck like a bucket. Most people think they have a money problem because the bucket is too small. But what if the bucket is normal and it has 10 holes? Today, we're patching those holes, one by one, so your income can finally do what it's supposed to do: build stability, then freedom. Expense number 1. Fast food that forgot it's fast food. Fast food used to be a deal: lower quality, lower price, faster speed. That trade-off made sense. In 2026, that deal is dead. Walk into a major chain, order a basic combo, and you're staring at a total that feels like a sit-down lunch. And you're thinking, how did this become normal? The real trap isn't the price once. The trap is the frequency. Because when you're tired, busy, and hungry, the drive-thru feels like a button that turns off pain. And your brain says, it's just this once. But just this once becomes twice a week, then 3 times. Then it's basically a subscription. Here's the gut punch. Even a small extra cost repeated weekly becomes thousands per year. Not because you're reckless, because the system is built for repetition. Fix: keep fast food as an emergency tool, not a lifestyle. If it's twice a week now, make it twice a month. Your health wins, your wallet wins, your future wins. Expense number 2. Normal restaurants that turned into luxury. Eating out used to be a treat. Now it's the default social habit. Date night, friend catch-up, we're too tired to cook, celebration, stress relief. It adds up fast. The sneaky part is how the bill grows in layers: entree price, add-ons, drinks, tax, tip. The menu says one number, reality says another. And people don't budget for the total. They budget for the fantasy price in their head. Then they wonder why the month collapses. Ask yourself, if you eat out 3 times a week, is that enjoyment, or is it quietly eating your retirement? Fix: choose one intentional restaurant moment per week. Make it special, make it worth it, and let the other days be simple, cheap, and boring in a good way. Expense number 3. Delivery apps that double the bill. Delivery apps didn't just sell you food, they sold you a feeling: I don't have to move. And that feeling is priced like a luxury service now. The trick is psychological. You see one small fee and think, not bad, while the real cost is spread across multiple tiny charges that don't feel real. And then there's the markup: higher menu prices inside the app, so even before fees, you're starting from behind. Here's the question that hurts. If you can drive 10 minutes to pick up food, why are you paying someone else to walk prices? Fix: delivery becomes rare, pickup becomes normal, and cooking becomes your cheat code. Even one less delivery per week is a financial race. Expense number 4. The $7 to $10 coffee ritual. Let's be honest, people aren't buying coffee. They're buying a mood, a routine, a main character moment before work, and brands price that moment aggressively. The reason it's dangerous is simple. It's small, daily, and automatic. That's the perfect recipe for a budget leak. If something is daily, it isn't cheap, it's annual. Your brain sees a drink, your finances see a recurring bill. Fix: keep the ritual, change the delivery. Make coffee at home 4 days, buy it out 1 day. You still get the vibe without the wealth leak. Expense number 5. Subscription creep. Death by 1,999s. Subscriptions are brilliant because they don't feel like spending. They feel like background noise. And background noise is where money disappears. Streaming, music, cloud storage, apps, premium versions, memberships, boxes, bundles. You can easily have 15+ charges and not remember half of them. Here's the irony. People cut cable to save money, then rebuild cable as 6 separate subscriptions that cost more total. Fix: do a subscription audit every 90 days. If you didn't use it last month, cancel it today. You can always resubscribe. Companies make that easy on purpose. Expense number 6. The new phone every year illusion. Phone upgrades are one of the cleanest examples of status spending. Most upgrades are tiny improvements sold like revolutions. Your phone from 2 years ago can still do 99% of what you need. The new one just does it with slightly smoother animations at a price that could fund investments. Ask yourself, are you upgrading for your life or for the feeling of being current? And is that feeling worth thousands? Fix: stretch your phone cycle to 4 to 5 years. Buy one solid model, protect it, replace the battery if needed. That one habit alone can free up real money. Expense number 7. New cars as socially approved self-sabotage. A new car feels like progress, it smells like progress, it looks like progress, but financially, it often behaves like a weight tied to your ankle. The painful truth: depreciation doesn't care about your feelings. The moment you drive off, value drops fast while the payment stays high. And then people finance that depreciation at real interest rates, so they're paying interest on an asset that's actively losing value. The real reason it's common is emotional. Safety, pride, reliability. I deserve it. Totally human, but emotions are expensive advisors. Fix: buy used or certified pre-owned. Let someone else take the first depreciation hit. You still get reliability without donating your future to a car note. Expense number 8. Boutique fitness and identity memberships. Exercise is valuable. Health is priceless. But the fitness industry learned a trick: sell you the identity of being that person and charge premium for it. Many people sign up with motivation, go hard for a few weeks, then life happens. But the payment stays because canceling feels like admitting failure. That's not a fitness plan. That's a psychological trap with a monthly invoice. Fix: choose a plan that matches your behavior, not your fantasy self. A basic gym plus walking plus simple home equipment beats expensive guilt every time. Expense number 9. Protection plans and insurance for inconvenience. Extended warranties are pushed hard for one reason: they're profitable. And if something is profitable to sell aggressively, it's usually not profitable to buy. Most households pay for protection plans they rarely use: electronics warranties, device insurance, add-on coverage, rental extras. Individually small, together painful. The better strategy is boring. Build an emergency fund and self-insure. You're not eliminating risk, you're refusing to overpay for low-probability problems. Fix: only insure disasters, not annoyances. If a broken blender won't ruin you, don't buy a plan like it will. Expense number 10. grocery spending that's secretly convenience spending. Grocery inflation is real, but what makes it brutal is how modern shopping adds premiums: pre-cut, pre-marinated, organic labels, specialty items, brand names. Convenience is expensive because it saves time, and time is valuable until you're paying luxury prices for minutes you don't actually need to buy back. The core question is simple. Are you buying food, or are you buying packaging, branding, and shortcuts? Fix: build a repeat basket. Same staples every week. Compare store brands. Buy whole ingredients. Your grocery bill drops without you feeling deprived. Now let's talk about the most dangerous one, because it doesn't look like an expense. It looks like success. The hidden boss fight: lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, and your brain instantly upgrades your life. Nicer apartment, better car, more dinners out, more I-earned-it purchases. That's why people making good money still feel trapped. Their income goes up, and their lifestyle climbs to match it like a shadow. If your expenses rise at the same rate as your income, you don't build wealth, you build a prettier cage. Wealthy people aren't magically smarter, they just do one boring thing consistently. They let income rise faster than lifestyle. Then they invest the gap. Fix: every raise gets a rule. For example, 50% of every raise is auto-saved or invested. You still enjoy progress, but you keep the future. Now, let's tie this all together with the simplest framework you'll ever use. Not a spreadsheet, not a finance degree, just 3 questions. Question 1. Is this expense buying me time, health, or income? If not, it better be buying real joy, not autopilot comfort. Question 2. Would I still pay for this if nobody could see it? If the answer is no, it's probably status spending. Question 3. If I repeat this weekly, what does it cost yearly? Because yearly math destroys daily excuses. That's the whole game. You're not fighting one big villain. You're fighting patterns, and patterns can be changed. Let me be clear. You don't need perfection. You need awareness plus a few strong defaults. Cook more than you order. Pick up more than you deliver. Buy used more than new. Audit subscriptions. Keep your phone longer. Save your raises. These aren't tips. This is a new operating system for money in 2026, because the old one doesn't work anymore. And the payoff isn't just more money. It's less stress, fewer arguments, more options, and the ability to say no to jobs and problems that drain your life. Here's the final truth. You can look rich, or you can build wealth. In 2026, doing both at the same time is harder than people want to admit.
So decide, on purpose, before the default lifestyle decides for you, because the future shows up faster than you think. If this video made you rethink even one normal expense, do me a favor, hit subscribe, because we're building real wealth here, not the illusion of it. And comment below, which of these 10 hits you the hardest? Fast food, delivery, subscriptions, cars, coffee, or lifestyle inflation? I read the comments, and I'll use them for future videos.